What's up? What's up, everybody? It is your man, Daniel Wiafe, aka the House Flipping Ninja, back at you on our last day in San Diego. So, what's up, Brian and True News? Welcome to the party today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. KDH and Brian Parker, how are you doing today? Happy Easter to you guys. Happy Resurrection Sunday. How are you doing? Jeff Renstetter and Al from Florida. Did I go to SeaWorld? I did last trip that we went, but this time we're about a mile away from SeaWorld right now. So, but we didn't go this trip. This trip, we did a few other different things. So, happy Easter to you, True News. What's up, Al? How you doing? Good, good. Happy Easter. What's up, Lewis QQQQ? Hey, I'm going to go over some really good stuff with you guys. What's up, Lyricist? So, look, I'm going to go over some really good stuff today. For some of you guys who may have seen my broadcast yesterday, we had some technical difficulties, but what we were talking about yesterday was six-figure businesses. So Al asked, did he win the 30-minute session? I actually, somebody won it. It was a growing entrepreneur. His name is Rafael Juarez. So how you doing, Carmondale? And he actually won. So he won a free 30-minute coaching session, all right? But you have a chance to win today, all right? So just because you didn't win yesterday, you still have a chance to say my name, GoldFox1010 XD. All right, thank you for inviting your followers, Brian. Yeah, it was kind of weird, and I guess it happened to everybody. Look at all that graffiti. Maybe when we get our summer home down in San Diego, we shouldn't come here, right? But this is right down the street from, you're welcome, GoldFox. Maybe pick up my car, and I'm gonna give a second free buddy who has invited their Periscope followers, okay? So very important. He said Bernie Sanders for president. All you need to do, Life Quest, is invite, all right? Hello, Indiana. And that was pretty sweet because, get out of here, it's pretty loud. All right, there it goes. All right, so for many different reasons, because mostly for the fact that I made the decision that I didn't want to go back to a job, okay? I didn't want to go back to a job, a good business that would give me freedom, a good business. Started doing local marketing, okay? What I did was I used my internet marketing skills that I had, okay? And I went after local business owners. I went after people that were lawyers. I went after people that were physicians. I went after lawn care companies. I went after pretty much any type of professional person that had a business that could use my services, okay? Basically what I did was I promoted their services, okay? I built up websites for them and I generated leads for them, okay? And so one of the businesses that I did that for, nice haircut. One of the businesses that I generated a website and a lead page for was this company, which was actually a guy who was in my suite. He was a divorce attorney, okay? And he had just graduated law school, okay? And invite your followers, you guys. I'm gonna randomly pick one person who invites their Periscope followers to win a 30-minute session, okay? Yesterday, Rafael Juarez won the 30-minute coaching. Who's gonna win today? I don't know. Invite your followers. And so, look, I basically for 3 months, I generated this guy some clients, and I basically made it where he went from $0 to he got to a point where he was making between $25,000 to $30,000 a month from his divorce business, okay? He had just graduated from law school. He didn't have any marketing experience whatsoever. He was at a point with his business that he had just started where he was gonna lock up his doors, close them down, and go back to selling shoes. That's what he did during law school, okay? He was selling women's shoes. He was selling women's shoes just like Al Bundy, okay? And so when I got in, I made the website. We started generating a ton of leads, and he made a ton of money. He started hiring people, right? And what I did, you guys, was I was the one who was answering the line, okay? So I built up the websites, and when people would call the phone number, I would answer the leads. I would take their information down. I would get their names, phone numbers, and determine like what the issue was, and then I would forward the lead to him, okay? And I was making like, I believe like 40 to 60 bucks per lead that I gave to him, okay? and I was generating him about maybe 40 to 50 leads a month, okay? And so, yeah, I didn't make great money doing that. But what I found was after about 3 months of doing this, I found out that there was a bunch of people out there who could not afford to pay him to 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 bucks for his retainer. Okay, that's how much he would typically charge his clients. Okay, and so what I did, you guys, and this is very important in any business that you're in, when you're an entrepreneur, the key thing, thank you, the key thing for you to make money and to be able to go up and find opportunities that you can cash in on is for you to find a market that is underserved. Okay, you want to be able to find a market that needs a service, they need a product that's not out there. Okay, and so thank you for inviting your followers for Luciana. And so what I did was I did the research and I found out, you guys, that if you are a non-attorney, okay, you're not an attorney, you're not a lawyer, as long as you don't give legal advice to a client, as long as you don't try to represent a client in front of the judge, in most of the states in the U.S., you can prepare legal documents for a person, okay? You can prepare legal documents for a person. So, yeah, you sure can, Sharonda. So, look, so what I did was in Oklahoma, this is where I was at back then. It was 2009, 2010, I believe. You could do it in Canada. And look, I started a separate business, okay? Divorce preparation. What's up, Lance? And I was charging 199 bucks, okay, to prepare divorce documents for what they say pro se. You can do it in the United Kingdom, you can do it anywhere, okay? You can do the divorce preparation business anywhere, okay? Matter of fact, I had a person last year, he was in New Zealand, okay? He created a divorce website in New Zealand. I gave him a little bit of coaching, a little bit of information, and he got to a point where he was making, I believe, 5,000 to 8,000 bucks a month, okay, selling the divorce preparation, okay. And what he did was he operated it for about 6 or 7 months or something like that. And my best month, I made 35,000 bucks in the divorce business, okay. And so what he did, you guys, was I believe about maybe 2-3 months ago, he sold it, okay. He sold it for 30 or 35. He actually sold it for 35,000 bucks. Okay, he sold the website online. Okay, and he was so thankful. Okay, it was pretty sweet for him. You know, the guy was a young guy in New Zealand. He was about 22 years old, and I gave him limited information. Okay, and he took the limited information that I gave him. He did research. He made sure that he knew what he was doing out there in New Zealand, and he made money from it. Okay, and that's what it's all about, you guys. As entrepreneurs, you find opportunities, you find underrepresented markets. Okay, I don't sell a course yet. I'm not even sure if I would, but it may be something I may consider. Okay, if you guys are interested in me teaching you this, then just send an email to houseflippingninja@gmail.com. houseflippingninja@gmail.com. Okay, and so look. I got to a point, you guys, I built up the business in Oklahoma, okay? You're welcome, Snows. And so what I did, you guys, was when I moved to Las Vegas, that's where it really hit off because in different states, you can actually house flipping ninja, like I'm doing a flip. And so houseflippingninja@gmail.com. And so, you guys, when I moved to Vegas, I found out that in some states like Nevada, Florida, California, what other states? Georgia. It's yeah, that's it. And so look, what I found out was that when I went to some states, you guys, some states they have easier laws which allow you to make more money. Okay, preparing divorce documents. Okay, I won't go into all the details because it's pretty extensive. But basically, that's a great question, C. Hunt. He or she said, do you have to have a license? And in Nevada, you do have to have what's called a legal document preparation license, okay? But it's very easy for you to get, okay? Biggest thing is you just need to get bonded, okay? We get bonded for 50,000 bucks. It only costs us a few $100 a year to stay bonded. I believe it cost me 500 bucks a year to get bonded, okay? But now what we have, and you guys can check out my website. I have a website at nevadadivorcecenter.com, okay? nevadadivorcecenter.com, okay? Take a Jill pill says, but I haven't graduated college yet. I don't care. That doesn't matter. You know, you're not applying for a job, you're creating your job, you're creating your business, okay? Let there be no type of things which hold you back from accomplishing your dream, okay? And so, look, you guys can check out my website, nevadadivorcecenter.com. That's one of the divorce websites I have. We prepare documents for $199 all the way up to $12.99, okay? And right now we have 2 people working full-time in the office, okay? I have had one lady that was working with me for the past 4 years, okay? And recently she came on board as one of my partners, okay? She was a partner, okay? And nevadadivorcecenter.com, that's a good domain name. And so we make a good amount of money. Right now, she is my director of operations, and she does a fabulous job, and she basically runs a business, okay? That was my second 6-figure business, okay? And I did that in my late 20s, all right? So I'm walking to my car. What questions do you guys have? In each case, we do about, on average, $199 to $699, okay? And we're getting about, typically about 50 to 60 cases a month, all right? But the opportunity is there, you guys. You can get the divorce documents from your state website. Do I have any billboards in Vegas? I don't have any billboards. I mostly use SEO and videos and AdWords, okay, to promote my business. That's pretty much how I do it. But billboards are actually really good thing to do. Charmaine said, am I in my 30s? Yeah, I'm 36. Just turned 36 a couple weeks ago. What is a good side business to start that would create leads for real estate? Just do a website, put up some YouTube videos, and that will be good. Besides divorce, you can also do bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is good. You can do immigration documents, okay? Bankruptcy, immigration, those are good things that you can do for document preparation, all right? What other questions do y'all have? Sounds awesome. How does AdWords work? All right, basically, in a nutshell, AdWords pretty much works. I don't do eviction. AdWords works where you pretty much set up a website. You set up a budget that you can spend each day, and then you bid on keywords, okay? You bid on certain keywords which apply to your business, okay? When people click on your ad, they'll be taken to your website, all right? And then you'll get charged a certain amount of money, all right? For instance, with our AdWords account, we're probably spending about $1,000 a month, I want to say, or $1,500 a month, or something to that effect. But we generate much more income compared to that. Okay, so typically on slow months we may generate $20,000 revenue. On high months, we'll generate $30,000 to $35,000 revenue. Okay, our biggest months in the divorce business are typically tax season. So when people get their taxes back, they want to get a divorce. Do you recommend to use a VA to prep the documents? Yeah, I totally recommend to get a VA eventually to prepare the documents, okay? So you want to prepare the documents yourself in the beginning just so that you know what you're doing, okay? That's very important. You got to know what you're doing. And then eventually you can hire a VA, okay? Right now we pay people $20 to $35 for each divorce that they prepare. Somebody asked, can you do this from home? Yeah, you can do it from home. You can do it as an online business. But you're going to make more money if you have an actual office, okay? Because people are going to trust you more if they can go, like, actually see you in an office, all right? And some of you guys may think that, oh, man, offices are really expensive. They're not that expensive, all right? They're not that expensive. You can get an office for about $100, $200 a month in most cities, okay? So, yeah. So anyways, hey, you guys, make sure, again, that you guys share this with your Periscope followers. Share this to your Twitter, because I'm going to randomly pick, there you go, co-op office. I'm going to randomly pick somebody to get a 30-minute free coaching session, okay? I'm going to coach you for free, 30 minutes, all right? That's going to be sweet. I'm going to announce the winner tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to go into my third 6-figure business that I had. My third 6-figure business that I had was real estate, okay? So I've had 4 6-figure businesses in my lifetime. The first one was internet marketing / affiliate marketing, okay? I made 6 figures by the age of 26 years old, okay? Second business was divorce. All right, made six figures by the time I was 29 years old, in my late 20s. Third six-figure business was in real estate, wholesaling, doing fix and flips. Okay, I did that in my early 30s. Okay, the fourth six-figure business that I created was actually this year, coaching. All right, so money is to be made out here. Okay, you guys just need to be able to go after all opportunities that come to you. Okay, do not be afraid to go after these opportunities. Okay, if you want freedom, you have to go after it yourself. Okay, nobody's gonna give you freedom. All right, it's not gonna drop out of heaven like manna. All right, you gotta go grab the bull by the horns and take it. All right, so share this with your followers, share this with everybody, heart it up, and make sure that you tune in, and we're gonna talk money. Okay, we're gonna have fun. So peace, God bless. Daniel Wiafe, the house flipping ninja, and you're welcome. Take a Jill pill. Peace, y'all.